You're not even a real journalism. That's right.
What's up guys, how y'all doing? Cosmic Carry here, rolling out in my COMET. Today I'm going to be conducting another quick review of the Tier 7 British medium, the COMET, leading to the Centurion Action X. I think it's very common for a lot of people. I myself was the same. When you initially roll out in the COMET and you've just finished grinding the Cromwell and you're initially disappointed because the Cromwell was a fantastic run and gun shooting, hilarious, you know, mean machine. The gun was a little bit lackluster, and that's where the COMET kind of makes up for compared to the Cromwell. You know, it's a totally, it's a much better gun, but there is an initial bit of disappointment because you're kind of expecting an upgraded Cromwell, and there is like a huge speed difference between the two. And I mean, the COMET is the COMET. It's a different tank. It's the same tank, but it's not. You know, it's just works differently. You know, it really does work differently. And the main thing about this tank is about the gun, which has really good accuracy, and it also has a really strong gun mantle and 12 degrees of gun depression. I think you need to go down to like the lower tiers to get that kind of gun depression. 12 degrees. It's fantastic. You know, you can basically shoot directly in front of you, you know, just below you. And the way the tank is designed is to work those ridge lines. You know, work those ridge lines, taking advantage of that gun depression, really strong gun mantle, etc., etc. That's how you play the COMET. It doesn't have the speed and the mobility that the Cromwell does, so you need to take that into account 100%. But let's show you that you can see the strongest part, the gun mantle. So where are we? It's 12 degrees. Yes, it is 12 degrees. Elevation is 20 degrees. And accuracy is 0.34. So it's definitely, you know, a sniping gun. But the alpha is quite lackluster. So it's a 77mm. That's another fantastic feature of the Cromwell. The 77mm is the rate of fire. You know, you can just chew up your opponents, and a lot of times they will take you for granted, and they don't realize how fast this gun reloads. You know, it's mega fast. Penetration isn't quite there. Average pen of Tier 7 mediums is around 150, 160, around there. But you have the option of loading mediums. Have the option of loading premium shells, and alpha is 140. Like I said, it's very lackluster, but it's made up for by the fact that it's a very quick reloading gun. Very quick, you know, lightning fast. Aim time is very decent. Average is 2.3. Accuracy is there, 0.34. You know, with Brothers in Arms and Vents and Cola, if you want to load Cola, totally up to you. You can bring that down, most probably, to 0.30. You know, most probably. But it is a beast of a tank. You know, keep in mind this is Tier 7. At the same time, you need to carry a healthy amount of premium shells because you play up to Tier 9. When I was free marking the tank, I did in the last couple of days, I played like 2-3 hour sessions on each of the 2 days, and I was blessed with nothing but horrible matchmaking. I came up against so many Tier 9s, and you know, the premium was really needed. And yeah, so that's kind of like one of the negatives of this tank. You know, you really are, you know, your weaknesses really are exposed when you're in the, you know, when you're bottom tier. You know, yeah. So yeah. My advice to you when you're bottom tier is in this tank is just stay back, go with the crowd, shoot in between the red shots, and you know, take advantage of that accuracy, and you'll be good to go. Yeah, I hope none of you experienced the matchmaking I received in those final 2 days when I free marked my Comet. It was legendary bad. Legendary bad. Equipment wise, I had a gun rammer. I didn't use GLD because, like I mentioned before, that's when you're stationary. Vert stabs, and I used vents. When it comes to your crew, I mean, you got to have your sixth sense first. Brothers in arms. Then it's kind of like up to you. I mean, I would go for repairs first, and later on get the track mechanic. But anything kind of like to boost your view range, you know, snapshot, yeah, you know, muffled shots, yeah, to reduce the, you know, increase the camo values on your tank. I mean, there's a whole bunch of, you know, skills and perks that you can get for the thing. Recon, absolutely. A situational awareness. It's totally up to you. Smooth ride. You know, but Sixth Sense and Brothers in Arms first, and then it's kind of like up to you. Get one of the track repair skills or perks third, I would say, 100%. It's a really decent tank. You know, it's kind of like you played around in the Cromwell, you had your fun, and now you receive a thinking man's tank. You know, it's kind of like a thinking man's tank. You don't have that speed, but you know, it's the same type of armor, you know, medium tank armor. But you got to put all the positives to one side and put all the negatives to one side and put all the positives at the forefront in each and every battle. And you know, what can you come up with? It's a really decent machine. You know, it really is. I did enjoy playing in it. It did exactly what it was supposed to, 100%. And I love that gun depression, and I love that accuracy. You know, 100%. And that high rate of fire. You just can't go wrong with this thing. You know, 100%. It's Quickie Baby's most favorite tank and all of that stuff. And yeah. Anyhow, let's get into some battles. I have waffled on long enough. And first game, we are on Liberty Falls, and I feel I've kind of, I don't know, the maneuverability of the tank, I've kind of underplayed it, undersold it a bit. You know, I've made out that it's absolutely god awful. It's not. It's just when you compare it to the Cromwell, it is a little bit lackluster. You know, because like I said, you're expecting an upgraded Cromwell, and you don't get that. You know, it has medium tank mobility. You know, it does have speed. It's just, you know, it's just not the Cromwell. So enough about the Cromwell. We're not going to talk about the Cromwell anymore. We're here to talk about the Comet. And initial stages, I have loaded premium. You know, because when you get a push of the Reds, usually it's the biggest, the strongest, the heaviest tanks, and you want to make as much of an impact on their health pool as possible, so to speak. And you know, you want to reduce their health pool as much as possible, because you're fully expecting the most heavily armored, you know, when World of Tanks is played properly, to do the initial you know, conduct the initial push. So as you can see, there was a, you know, there's a Tiger, I think there's a Carney back there, etc, etc. But once the push is done, I do switch back to, you know, regular ammo. Keep in mind, you know, you need the premium ammo against the heavily armored vehicles, but you also need them at the end stages of the game. You know, when it's just yourself and another tank, you really need that premium ammo, you know, if you want to carry the game, etc, etc. But this is a fantastic demonstration of the sniping capabilities of the tank, of the accuracy of the tank, and for the most part my shots are gonna hit, you know, on target. These gentlemen here are not getting lit up by myself, so you know I can snipe away. AMX ELC, no comment here. It's a very tough tank to hit, you know. It is, you know, it is. It's once in a blue moon I do kind of surprise myself with shots on these tiny little nippy tanks, but nah, these weren't. Yeah, and I was lit up as well, so I was exposing myself big time, you know. I took way too many shots. I should have just given up on the guy, but it's like I mentioned before, the ELC AMX ELC drivers are to be feared, so they need to be dealt with as soon as possible. Nice shots on the Carney, not using premium. 3 shots, done and dusted. Nice bunch of reds lit up in the distance. You know, a shot here and there will go awry, but for the most part, you know, it's on target 100%. You know, I'm shooting, but the tanks aren't where they're supposed to be. You know, I'm shooting in the right place, but the tanks aren't where they're supposed to be, if you get what I'm saying. But you know, yeah, so good to go. Yeah, 100%. So the one shot missed. Yeah, he moves. I do predict the shot pretty decent. Managed to get a pen. That's another thing, you know, when you've got this fast firing gun, traces, the enemies can see your traces. They can pinpoint your direction, you know, your position very, very easily, because you're repeatedly firing your gun. And I got pen there. Now it's not necessarily the mopping up stage, but it's the attacks stage. You can see we've kind of formed a C, the letter C on the mini map around the reds, so we're closing in. You know, the game's in the bag for the most part, and it's but there's quite a few tanks to be you can see, you know, Tigers, T-35-88s and or 110s, and you know, quite a few tanks. So we load premium and we head on into trouble. Absolutely, 100%. T-34-85 gets taken out. I think this is the ELC to my right. I kind of don't bother with him. I'm looking for damage, so let's get a shot into the Tiger 2, track him and keep him in place. Don't really need premiums here, but you know, this is the end stage of the game. The adrenaline is buzzing, and you're kind of really not thinking about that. You just want to get the damage in. I decide, nah, I'm not going to chase you. It's a waste of time. AMX ELC. Deciding what my best option is here. He gets a shot into my butt, the ELC. Get some nice shots into the Tiger 2. I'm not going to stick around and finish him off, so I continue onwards. And you can see I'm very exposed here, and I decide to get my vengeance on the ELC. There we go, good to go. But yeah, look, very exposed. 110, and I pull back, firing as I do, but I knew I wasn't going to pen him. And now we're kind of looking at the mini-map. Can I get that, you know, 1 extra K worth of damage in on this 110? There's a medium still in play, and the 110, I'm not sure what. Oh, there's the medium. AMX CDC. And it kind of drops over to the side there, and I go for it on the 110. And this is a really good demonstration. You know, the mobility of the tank is there. Kind of, this rock doesn't muck me up. He tries to reverse back, but he doesn't get me. We're good to go. We're good to go. Nice bit of, you know, extra 1K worth of damage from this battle, you know, because I just called the situation right and just went for it. Looked at my hit points, looked at his, had premium loaded, just go for it. Really decent game there, you know, couldn't ask for more. Silver wasn't that great, but picking up 3.2k damage, 95% mastery. GG's, absolutely GG's. Not bad at all. 1.6 KXP. GG's. And second game we are on Swamp. I believe this is it's a tier 8 match. It's not, there's no tier 9s. So initial stages, we're going to be working this ridge line. I don't think that many reds kind of present themselves here, but using that gun depression to just peek over the ridge and attempt to get some shots on target. Nope, nothing there. I do get lit up. But you can see the sniper's ridge to my right, which is usually clusterfuck to hell, you know, with snipers and heavy TDs, and has been left completely open, you know, for me to park myself up and get some nice sniping shots into the south part of the map. So initially we're going to go to work on this 1-2-1. Of course, there's a whole bunch of buildings down there, you know, debris, etc, etc. So I can't see all of that. And what's happening here, you know, foliage, foliage, foliage. We love the foliage when we're sniping. Nice dense foliage, lots of layers of foliage between myself and the reds. You're going to see a heavy tank on the minimap directly to my left. And I have a confession to make. When a tank appears close to me, I haven't got a clue. Is he on my left? Is he on my right? You know, which way am I facing? Which way is he facing? I'm so used to using the compass map, and that you know, you can see him just down below to my left or to the right on the minimap, and he kind of appeared, and I saw him in the corner of my eye, and right now I'm thinking, is that to my left? Is that to my right? I haven't got a clue. I don't know if is that a dyslexia? Is that a medical condition? I haven't got a clue. I cannot, you know, it takes me a while to kind of figure out, is this guy to my left? Is he to my right? Is he behind me? I haven't got a clue. And finally I switched the compass map, and now I can tell instantly, you know, where he is, you know, and because wherever you're facing, you know, that's how the compass map rotates. So I know straight away he's to my left or he's to my right. See, now I know instantly where he is, and now I know to react accordingly, and I see what he is, and I know what time of day it is, and I load premiums and I'm going for the kill, the attack 100%. He's preoccupied with our medium there, but at the same time, you know, I need to act quickly, because over there in the distance there's two reds, and soon, you know, they can get shots on me very, very easily. And I do manage to whittle his health. He gets a shot into me, damages my engine, I repair it. I just keep spamming that gold till he dies. I mean, it's a fatherland. What are you supposed to do, you know? So right now I was thinking, those reds behind me can see me. Are they there? Are they going to get shots on me? I'm very vulnerable. I switch back to regular rounds and I duck back into cover. But little did I know, it looks like up in the north those reds had been dealt with, and so all the remaining reds that were left were basically, you know, down in the south. So I make a judgment call. I decide, okay, let's go for it. Can we get this T-34? No, we're good to go. So definitely, you know, there's only 4 remaining reds. They're definitely, you know, on the other side of the map. I do get very lucky here, you know, with this engagement coming up. I do get very lucky. I don't know if it's luck, but I do use the mobility of my tank to my advantage. So initially, I think there was a super Pershing to my right that lit me up here. But anyhow, my shot on the Borsig goes, I don't know where. He does ped me, but you know, my fast reload. So as I clamber up the hill, what I'm doing there is I want to gain speed as I'm reversing, you know, that's what my plan was. And yeah, I must really just got him in the nick of time. Now here I thought 100% I was going to die, you know. You can see how many hit points I have. Tiger 1 coming at me. Somebody shooting at me from the rear. And that is a Super Pershing. And yeah, I got very lucky there. And there's a Super Pershing. We're on 45 hit points. And this is... this sequence coming up here is what MOEs are made of. You know, this sequence coming up. Because I don't rush in. I don't use the speed and ability of a medium tank to get shots on target. I simply wait for my compadres to roll up. And I'm going to be waiting until he's preoccupied with my compadres, you know, with this Tiger 2. He's on a lovely amount of hit points, which means he can go the distance 100% against the Super Pershing. Make my way between the carcasses of the dead tanks. Nice campers, look at them. And I'm just looking, where is his turret facing? Is he facing me, or is he facing the Tiger 2? Slowly, gingerly approaching to him, and we're good to go. Premiums are not needed here. Just make sure his turret is just facing in the opposite direction. Nice, you know, free 1k plus damage, absolutely. And we're good to go. Lovely. So lucky. Now we're picking up our 4th kill. 36 pence. GG's. You couldn't ask for a better GG. And not a bad game. And gold mastery, I believe this was 4k damage. Not bad at all. A big boost. I'd say that was like a 1% boost to my mark of excellence there on the Comet. Absolutely beautiful game. And picking up 2k base XP. Not bad at all. And final game, we are on Serene Coast. This is a good demonstration of how to play when you're bottom tier. You know, put in all the positives of your tank to the maximum effect, basically, in order to, you know, get a decent GG when you are bottom tier. I think there's I don't know, like 3 or 4 tier 7s. Everything else is tier 8, tier 9. T49 trying to take me apart is unsuccessful. I'm waiting for him to fire his gun. He fires. I think he's tracked. I'm not sure. I can't really see. And we're just going to let loose with my gun. I ammo rack him as well, so I know he's going to take a while. He's got the derp gun, basically. I can stay here for another 10-20 seconds. Thing is, you know, can anybody else see me? But it's the initial stages of the game, so I thought nobody else could see me. So this rock is going to be my best friend, you know, for like 50% of the game. This rock is going to be my best friend, because I'm fully aware how many hit points I have, what my armor is, you know, the fact that I'm bottom tier and all of that. So, we're going to be smart as well with using our premium ammo. We're going to use it when we need to, you know, because we are bottom tier, and like I said, tier 8 armor, lows and ISs, etc, etc. So we need to be smart. Initial stages, we're going to be sniping. I see this low, but he's very slow. He's down below, you know, so we're good to go for now. And anybody that wants to kind of poke out, you know, 0.312 accuracy is going to come into play on my tank. I do get lucky here with the 30. I am looking to track the guy. You know, I didn't think I could pen, but I was looking to track the guy, and I managed to pen, and I don't manage to track at all. So what the heck? Pershing, blind fire, doesn't work out. No. We're looking for our next target. We're not moving. We're remaining stationary in order to preserve our camo values, you know, to keep them at maximum effect, 100%. Low is still moving along, or I'm not sure what he's doing. Tier 9 Baby Waffle, what he was doing, you know, I would have got the hell out of dodge. Gets 2 nice shots into him. And you can see right now it's kind of 50-50. Nobody's gained the upper hand, the advantage. The Reds have slightly on the Riviera part to the south. They have gain the advantage there. But it looks like they're pushing, so it's something to be wary of. 100%. I muck up my shots here on the Pershing. 100%. I could have penned him, you know, at least a couple of times. But he's playing smart, 100%. If eventually he does make a mistake, he's going to go for it here. Take your time. Take your time. There we go. 1 pen. 2 pen. And I'm lit up. You can see, as soon as I'm lit up, I'm not taking any chances. You know, I need to pull back, and there you go. That's what happens. I'm not taking any chances. But to the east, I was saying the south. To the east, they are storming our base now. You know, they are storming our base. I'm not sure if it was the low or the medium. You can see him there, close to our base. E50. Phew. I'm supposed to fight against E50. So you kidding me? The Comet. Yeah, are you insane? Loading premiums, because I think it's 2 Lycan and 2 IS3s there. And I decided, this is no way. There's no way, Jose, that I can do anything against these guys. You know, they're you know, I can snipe at them, but that's about it. So I'm 100%. I need to get the hell out of Dodge. You know, that is not my job. It is my job, but it's, you know, I won't be able to do the job. So I set my eyes on this low. Load premium. Or we have premium loaded, and we're gonna have some fun here with the low. I think he gets 1 shot into me, but good. Yeah, there you go. You can see when I use the handbrake. There we go, handbrake, because I'm trying to make tighter and tighter turns, and outrun his turret traverse. Again, you know, there you go. Using the handbrake just to make, you know, to tighten up those turns as much as possible, and we're good to go. We take him out. GG's. But there's a heavy chasing me now, so we need to get the heck out of Dodge as quick as possible. What can see me? You know, very paranoid right now. Feel very vulnerable. It's a GG so far, but we're not done yet. And we've developed a massive advantage. That push on our base, you know, in the south, it didn't pan out, it didn't work out, so we're good to go. Tiger 1. Here we go, here we go. We can outrun his turret traverse easy. And now all that is left are 2 heavies all the way in the south. So really good demonstration of kind of like picking and choosing your moments. Sniping, you know, taking advantage of the sniping capabilities of the tank. The fact that I'm a medium, you know, up against tanks with really slow turret traverse. You know, I took out that low. I ran away when I was supposed to, you know. When I saw those IS3s and a Lycan, I was like, no way. No way. And you know, sometimes tactical withdrawal, there's nothing wrong with it, you know. Still got lots of premiums added. I want loaded. I want to, you know, get another 1k damage in, absolutely. And it's all about, oh, it's an Oni. Showing me his side. What a beautiful machine. Alright, what's that? T32? Ah, T32. Lots of free damage, lots of free XP. MOE, shooting up, you know. GG's, absolutely. The Comet, what can I say? It's a really decent medium, you know. It's not a foolish medium like the Cromwell, I would say. It's not a fun medium. It really is like a thinking man's medium, you know. And you gotta love that accuracy, and you gotta love that gun depression. So it's a really decent machine, 100%. Anyhow, hope you guys enjoyed. 3.4k damage, very nice. And I was bottom tier. I got more damage than anybody in a tier 9 match. GG's. Take it easy, guys. Adios, muchachos.